All right. Charger. Oh, I just had it. Hello, everyone. Okay. Well, they will go ahead and notify people that I am live. Wait. Okay. Now we're going to do that. All right. Give y'all some time to get into the room. Get into the room. I'm gonna go to facts. Go back to, and let's put up what we're actually gonna be doing today. Is this it? I think so. All right. Let's go ahead and put up our wonderful questions for today. All right, while you guys are coming in the room, let me go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. Make sure y'all can see that. All right, everyone. Hello. Welcome to ATI TEAS Jeopardy. Okay, for a lot of you guys, for any of you guys that already follow me, or if you don't follow me, I do what we call NCLEX Jeopardy, and I do those on like Thursdays, and I've been doing that like every week for like 2 years. All right, and that in conjunction with our study guides and our lives, that has really been one of the driving factors as to why we've been so successful in helping nursing students just like you guys be successful, both in nursing school, like on exams, as well as on the actual NCLEX. So probably about a year ago, I took that same concept and applied it to ATI TEAS / year entrance exam. And that's what got us started on ATI TEAS Jeopardy. So the same concept, it's still a fun review where we're doing practice questions and we're kind of adding a little bit of a competitive edge to it. Friendly competition, obviously. But yeah, gamifying anything that's related to nursing school is what NurseSam is all about. I am not only a visual learner, but I was also undiagnosed ADHD when I was in nursing school, but I didn't know that. So I had to come up with a lot of crazy ways, and for other people, but I had to come up with a lot of creative ways in order for me to actually like learn, retain, comprehend, both, in prerequisites as well as in nursing school. Okay, so this is why we started our ATI TEAS Jeopardy. I'm gonna put that kind of like right here. Okay, so the general house rules of our ATI TEAS Jeopardy. First of all, has anyone ever played ATI TEAS Jeopardy? Before, we were playing on that other app that starts with an I. We were playing it there every Tuesday, but we're going to definitely move it and shift it to TikTok because a lot of people that are studying to become nurses and actually get into nursing school, a lot of people want that video-based content on TikTok. So I want to go ahead and bring the magic over here. All right. So has anyone ever played ATI TEAS Jeopardy with me before? In the last year and a half, has anyone ever played or ever at least heard of ATI TEAS Jeopardy or NCLEX Jeopardy? If not, that's perfectly fine. That's why you're here today. Okay. Actually, when is your TEAS? All you guys that are studying to take TEAS, you should be obviously taking the ATI TEAS 7. So when are you scheduled to take your TEAS? Like, are you studying? Are you... Well, yeah, I'll ask that question after. But when are you guys supposed to be taking your TEAS? This month? Within the next month? Next year? I haven't scheduled mine yet. I want to study first. Gotcha. No problem. Totally understand that. All right. So here's some house rules for how we're going to play ATI TEAS Jeopardy. Okay, and you can go ahead and share this live and tag anybody who wants just a fun review, especially when they're preparing to take the ATI TEAS or even the HESI. Okay, because I will say this, that even though this is called ATI TEAS Jeopardy, it also works really well for anyone that's taken maybe the HESI A2. Those are two types of entrance exams for nursing students. It's basically like SAT, ACT when it comes to like the difference between the two. At the end of the day, it's a comprehensive review of everything that you've learned in grade school. So math, reading, science, and English. These categories right here. Okay, just like basic math, algebra, all that good stuff. Science, we have, well, per the update for ATI TEAS 7, they actually expanded those categories into even more detailed subcategories. So now in our science section on TEAS, at least, you're tested on anatomy, biology, chemistry, and scientific reasoning. There might be one. Yeah, and scientific reasoning. Those are usually like the four sciences. For HESI, you'll probably have the same categories as far as science goes. But I think for HESI, they still have physics. So besides physics, everything else that you're kind of studying for at least these four main categories will be included in the TEAS. So don't count yourself out if you're studying for the HESI so you feel like you can't take this. That's not it. All right. So quick little house rules, I should say. I'm going, just like how you see this screen right here, I'm going to pull up the question that includes obviously the question, the answer choices. And then you guys are going to comment down below. Where's that? Yeah, you guys are going to comment down below and tell me what your answer is. All right, so in true Jeopardy style, I don't know if you guys have ever like watched Jeopardy, played Jeopardy, I'm not sure. But you know, the way that they answer the question, they say what is first. So to stay on theme and to make it like I said, fun and a little bit competitive, we're gonna play just like that. So as I bring up the question, it's gonna be multiple choice. There may be some that's fill in the blank, and there may be some that's select all that apply, which once again reflects the changes and the updates to the question types in the format of ATI TEAS 7. Okay, but we are gonna have majority multiple choice. So if you think that the answer is like 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1 through 4, or A through D, depending on what kind of question it is. So if you think that the answer is like 3 or C, you're going to comment what is C or what is 3. That's what you're going to comment. Okay, and the first person to answer in the correct format and answer the correct question is going to be the winner of those points. All right. Like I said before, we are definitely playing for prizes, okay? Make it a little fun, a little competitive. We're definitely playing for prizes. So that's why it's important to, if you want to play for prizes, well, those points, you must remember to say what is, okay? I can only go by what's showing on my screen. So just in case there's some kind of like lag with connection, and maybe somebody on your screen answers before the other person, I'm going by what I see on my screen. So if Susie answers first before Betty, Susie is going to get those points. Okay? But like I said, remember, this is just to make it a little fun and competitive, and so the TEAS doesn't seem so overwhelming and boring. But just remember that this is for fun, even though the comprehension and the actual questions are TEAS-like, TEAS style. The actual TEAS, it's not, it's not Jeopardy style, if that makes sense. You don't have to say what is. You don't have to answer first. No, you just have to answer correct and within the time that's allotted. But once again, this is to help you understand the content and the test-taking strategies. Okay? So if you guys are ready to go ahead and start, give me a thumbs up in the comments. And a little tip, if you guys want to save a few seconds and shave down on time, if you type in like what is somewhere and like copy and paste it, so every time you use or every time you go to comment and answer a question, you just copy and paste, it'll save you like a couple seconds. So if you really want to win those points and really have a stab at it, there you go. Pro tip. Okay. All right. So All right, so I'm bringing up our scoreboard. Here is our handy dandy scoreboard, and I'm going to keep score of everyone that answers first and gets those points. All right. These are our categories: math, reading, science, English. And we have 5 questions per category for a total of 20 questions. On our live today, we're only going to play for about an hour, but if you guys want to play the full 20 questions, all you have to do is download the NurseSam app, which is completely free. So you can play ATI TEAS Tuesday Jeopardy mobile. It's the mobile version. It's exclusive to the NurseSam app. Free to download, free to play. Okay? We're going to go through maybe about like 5 through 10 questions on live. But if you want, like I said, if you want to play the full 20 questions, download the app. All right. The app is called the NurseSam for Apple, Android, Peaches, all that. Free to download, free to play. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm seeing some thumbs up, so y'all are ready. So let me put up our first question. Like I said, as we go through it, you do not have to wait for me to read the whole question in order for you to answer. If you feel like you know it, like I said, we're playing for speed, okay? If you feel like you know it, just go ahead and answer. So let's go ahead and bring up our first question. What's going to be our category? Our first category is going to be science. All right. There we go. Okay, we'll do math next, but right now science. All right, so what is the process called in which a substance changes from a gas to a liquid? I was like, my bad. From a gas to a liquid. If it's cutting off, I'm sorry. I don't know how to make it condensed, but the replay is fine, but whatever. 1, condensation. 2, evaporation. 3, sublimation. Or 4, vaporization. Remember, this is Jeopardy style, so you have to say what is if you want to qualify for points and win a prize. Okay? The science for 100 points. What is the process called in which a substance changes from a gas to a liquid? Condensation, evaporation, sublimation, or vaporization? All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Condensation. A lot of people are saying condensation, which is what is 1. Some people are saying vaporization, which is 4. But I'm getting primarily 1s. Primarily 1. So let's go ahead and see what the answer is. All right, and drum roll, please. What was it? Science for 100? Okay, cool. And science for 100, the answer is, what is 1 condensation? There we go. What is 1 condensation? Sublimation is definitely a defense mechanism, mental health. Oh, I'm glad you peeped that. All right, so yes, the answer is, what is 1 condensation? When a substance undergoes a phase transition from a gas to a liquid, this phenomenon is known as condensation. Now, evaporation and vaporization, right? They both describe the process of changing from a liquid to a gas, even though vaporization is more of a general term, okay? Evaporation, that refers specifically to vaporization occurring at temperatures beneath the substance's boiling point. And then sublimation, in addition to being a defense mechanism, it refers to a change from a solid directly to a gas. And the number 1 example that they usually give, and what I want to make sure you guys know, is that an example of sublimation is dry ice. Okay, I don't know why, but they just love to throw that in there. Like, okay, you want us to know about dry ice? Thanks so much. So dry ice, sublimation. Just know that. That wasn't the question, but I just want to make sure y'all know that, because I promise you, you'll probably see it at least once on some practice tests. All right. So yes, once again, the answer is 1 condensation. Let's see who got it first on my screen. And remember, you have to say what is. So Keely Nexo. All right. Hey, Keely. Keely Nexo with K-E-L-Y. Next up. All right. Great job, Keely. You have 100 points. This is Portia. You got condensation, but you just did not say what is. So if you want to play for points, say what is. If you don't, and you're just here for like a fun just review to kind of see like, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Have at it. Have at it. Who else got that? Like I said, pretty much everybody. Future ER nurse, KK, Aries, Tony Tone, Moses, Londi, all smiles, Purple Queen. This is Porsche. Ended up saying what is condensation. Lit, KK smiles again. One Big Family, Natasha, J Connor. Listen, all y'all, great job. Oh, Keely does not want. Keely doesn't want the points. All right, so we're gonna give them to the next person down that said what is one or what is condensation. So below Keely is future ER nurse. Do you want yours? Because the next person to actually say what is Tony Tone. You know, I'm going to give it to this is Porsche, actually, because she did come in and actually correct herself and say this is, or what is, I'm sorry, condensation. So this is Porsche is going to be the winner of those points. Porsche. Is it Porsche or Porsche? My bad. My bad, family. All right. I'm going to go all the way down. Gotcha. All right. Great job, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Now, y'all saying math, so let's go ahead and do math. All right, let's do math for, let me see how many points I want to do. Let's do it for 200 points. Let's do it for 200 points. All right, it says, oh, I cannot stand when it does this. It says, Chan receives a bonus from his job. He pays 30% in taxes, gives, hold on, because it's going to bother me. 1 second. Do not, hold on 1 second. What does that say? Wait for it. Okay, he gives 30% to charity and uses another 25% to pay off an old debt. Okay, I'm just have to go back. So it's 30, 30, and then 25. Okay, perfect. All right, so once again, Chan receives a bonus from his job. He pays 30% in taxes, gives 30% to charity, and uses another 25% to pay off an old debt. He has $600 remaining from his bonus. What was the total amount of Chan's bonus? Is it A, $3,000, B, $3,200, C, $3,600, or D, $4,000? What was the total amount of Chan's bonus? Now, I know this is math. I know you have to bring out y'all pens and papers and scratch paper and do all that stuff. So I'm going to give y'all some time. I'm going to give y'all some time. Do not forget to say what is if you want these points. Don't forget to say what is. All right, so I'm seeing 3,200, or what is 2, or what is B? All right. Someone said 3,600, which is C. Someone said 4,000. What is it? What is it? We're going to, trust me, we're going to go through it together. We're going to go through it together, but I just want to give y'all some time to actually answer. Okay, you want to typically spend no more than like a minute, maybe and a half. You want to try to go for answering questions within 60 seconds. But you do have that grace. Okay, some questions may take longer than others, so that's why you don't have as many questions on like the math section, but you do have like at least a considerable amount of time. You have like, I think maybe like twice as much time. I gotta look at it again. But try not to spend any more than like a minute and a half, minute and 45 seconds answering a question. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and see. Let's get my scrap paper out so we can do it together. All right, let's see what this answer is, guys. All right, so let's bring it down. We have 30% taxes, 30% to charity, and another 25% to pay off an old debt. He has $600 remaining from his bonus. Let's look and see what the total amount of the bonus was. How much did he start with? Okay, this is an example of like a real world, real life equation, and you have to actually like set it up and write an equation for it. Real life situation, sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and do, what's this math? Math for 200? All right, what is our answer? Drum roll, please. And what is 4,000? What is 4,000? All right, let's go ahead and get through it. Let's talk through it, guys. All right, so remember, Chan, he got his paycheck, right? We don't know the amount of his, well, we don't know the initial amount of the paycheck. That's actually what they want us to figure it out. So we know that that can stand for X, okay? So as far as how much he spent of that original amount, remember, he paid 30% to taxes, he paid 30% to charity, and then another 25%, I forgot why, but he spent it. So 30 plus 30 plus 25 is 85%. So we know that he spent 85% of his bonus for whatever he spent 85% of his bonus for whatever it is he paid for. Okay, it says the $600 is the remaining 15% of his bonus. Remember, when it comes to percentages, you're talking about out of 100. Okay, 100 is the whole, percentage is part over whole. Okay, if the whole is 80 is 100, then the part is going to be whatever fraction that is. All right, so if we have 85%, 100 minus 85 is going to be 15. So that's why the remaining 15% of the bonus was a 600. That's what we do know. All right, so since we have those little facts or factors in place, what we have to do now is actually like set up an equation so we can solve it. All right, once again, we're trying to find out the total bonus. We don't know that, so we'll just say that that's X. Okay, remember 15% is how much is remaining. You can't do anything with percentages. You have to change it into a decimal. Okay, 15% is 15 over 100, which is 0.15 as far as decimal. Okay, so we have 0.15 times X, all right, which is, remember, his original bonus, and that's going to leave us with $600, the $600 that he has left over. So now that we have our equation, all we have to do now is isolate for X and solve. So we would divide both sides by 0.15. Take out your handy dandy calculator, sorry. So we have 600 bucks divided by 0.15. It's gonna give you 4,000. All right, so X, or our original starting amount, is 4,000. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. What is it? I can't see the second percent. Yeah, that's why I had to read it out several times. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me go back. Who's the first person to say what is 4 or what is 4,000? I think it was, this is Porsche. Okay, this is Porsche. Yes, ma'am. You're already on the scoreboard with 100 points. Now you have an extra 200 for a total of 300 points. Great job. All right, anybody else got 4,000? Purple Queen, Natasha Reed. Awesome job. And Bunny Cat. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and go into our next question. All right. Remember, if you want to play the full 20 questions, make sure you download the NurseSam app, free to download, so you can play TEAS Jeopardy mobile, the exclusive mobile version, only to the NurseSam app. Okay? All right, let's see where we're gonna go today. All right. What, that was math? All right, so let's do, which one do I want to do for you? You do this one. Science for 300. Science for 300. All right. The app is The Nurse Sam. You can also go to the link in my bio and click where it says download the app. It'll take you to where you need to go as far as whether you have Apple or Android. All right, so Science for 300. What are groups of cells that perform the same function called? A, tissues, or let me say one. 1, tissues. 2, plastids. 3, organs, or 4, molecules. What are groups of cells that perform the same function called? Tissues, plastids, organs, or molecules? All right. We have someone saying organs, someone saying tissues, someone saying molecules. I'm getting majority organs though. Majority organs as far as what you guys are voting for and saying. Then somebody said, what is tissue? It's really between tissues or organs. Ooh, tissues or organs. That I'll answer that in a second. All right, pretend this is the T's. Now you got to choose one. You got to choose one. All right. So it's really between tissues and organs as far as what you guys are saying. Let me go ahead. Oh. All right, let me go ahead and go to our actual answer. All right, so this is Science for 300. And our answer is, wait for it. And our answer is, come on. Okay, there we go. Tissues. The answer is A, or 1, what is tissues? All right, it says groups of cells that perform the same function are called tissues. And groups of tissues form organs. Okay, plastids such as chloroplasts, right? Those are in plant cells. They're double membrane bound organelles that help manufacture and store food. Molecules are 2 or more atoms joined together to make a chemical bond. Whoop, there we go. All right, so who got tissues first? What is a tissues? Tony Tone. All right, congratulations, great job. All right, so wait, where'd you go? Okay, there we go. Tony with 2 eyes, and then Tone. All right, so you now have 300 points as well. So you and This Is Porsche are actually tied. Great job. An awesome job to everyone that got what is 1 or what is a tissues. Awesome job. All right. I said the wrong answer. Cooking and listening. No problem. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the next question. Let me see if I can get into. Stop doing that. There we go. Let's go ahead and go into. Let me see if I can find like a reading question. What about this one? Okay, this is actually English. All right, put this here. This is English for 400. Which of the following shows the correct use of an apostrophe in a contraction? 1. Whose music is playing so loudly? Question mark. 2. Harry fed Josephine's fish while she was out of town. 3. No one wants to go to the movies? Question mark. That's a question. And then 4 is you're reading one of my favorite books. Which of the following shows the correct use of an apostrophe in a contraction? If anyone's listening and can safely look at their screen, I suggest you do that, because with English and reading, you can't really like audibly answer that question for like grammar, spelling, things where you have to see the actual sentence structure. So just take a quick little peek if you can safely. If you're driving, don't even think about it. But yeah, if you can look at the screen, go ahead and just take a little peek so you can answer. All right, we're looking for which one is a correct use or shows the correct use of an apostrophe in a contraction. Okay. Y'all know what a contraction is? And I don't mean like labor contraction. No, not that type of contraction. Do we know what a contraction is? All right, so I see lots of 4s. Well, I see it's really 2s and 4s that I see. I see 2s and 4s. 2 is Harry fed Josephine's fish while she was out of town. And then 4 says you're reading one of my favorite books. All right. Which one shows the correct use of an apostrophe in a contraction? Chrissy said 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not select all. All right. Let's go ahead and see what that answer is. English for 400. Wait for it, drum roll, please. And the answer is, what is for you're reading one of my favorite books? I suck at accents. All right, the answer is once again, what is for? You're reading one of my favorite books. It's a contraction. Remember, the question said which one shows the correct use of an apostrophe in a contraction. Okay, so in order to kind of choose which one's correctly, showing the usage of an apostrophe in a contraction, you got to know what a contraction is. Okay, it says apostrophes can be used within contractions to represent the letter or letters that has been omitted when 2 words have been joined together. Okay, in this example, the word your, like you, comma, R-E, you apostrophe R-E, is made up of the words you and R, with that letter A being omitted, coming together in a wonderful marriage and giving us your. Okay? Can anybody give me another type of contraction? Another type of contraction. Remember, a contraction is when you put together 2 words, you join together 2 words to kind of make it shorter. All right? What 2 words are joined together and like omit a letter and then it's replaced by an apostrophe? Give me another example of a contraction. Can't, absolutely. That's can and not. The O's out of here. Replaced with an apostrophe. We are. Okay, we're. I'm so glad we all know the difference of those things. Theirs is there is. That is. There, they are. Well, I think it's this one. No, this one is you are. So there's also good. She's, she is. And I'm glad they put, if you remember, since I haven't slept yet, like since yesterday, you sound like me. You sound like me, Keely. Shouldn't, should not, absolutely. But yeah, when it comes to like apostrophe, maybe S, like a lot of people said she's, that's, whatever, when you're combining, some word and is, that is, she is, he is, this is, well, not this, not this is, not that one. And they they put them together, that can look like an ownership type of like apostrophe S. Like Samantha's batteries. I don't know. But because I own those batteries, it'd be Samantha, comma S. So I'm glad you guys know the difference between that ownership apostrophe and this apostrophe within a contraction. Snaps to y'all. All right. Oh, don't do that, Keely. As I was saying an example sentence. Awesome job. Wait, I didn't get points. Okay, let's see who got what is for first. First person to get that is, this is Porsche. All right, this is Porsche. Ooh, you are trailblazing it. All right, you had 300 points. You just got this one for another 400. So you have a total of 700 points. Awesome job. All right, great job to everyone that gave me an example and everyone that said 4. Okay. Make sure you guys download the NurseSam app, because like I said, when it comes to reading in English, you have to actually like read and see the sentence, read the passage in order to really get a good understanding of it so you can answer those questions. Do not sleep on reading in English. I know y'all think, oh, we're going into, nursing school or nursing program, so we really need to focus on science and math. While that is true, reading in English is actually heavier weighted for, I think that's the second heaviest category. All right, so do not sleep on reading. I know many people that have not gotten the score that they wanted because they did bad. They didn't do well in like reading or English, but they did really well in math and science. You need all. Okay, so make sure you get your practice in for English and reading, especially if you are a visual learner like me that hates reading. I don't know about y'all, but every time I had a standardized test that had like a reading section, you had to read all these passages and blah, 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 answer questions, I would always get like Western passages or Western American history type things, and I would literally fall asleep. Like I can't learn like that, like at all. That is exactly why I have to make studying fun for me, because listen, I will fall asleep or just not retain anything. So I have to trick myself and make it fun in any way, shape, or form. And even if it's not like fun, but I have to at least be interested in the content I'm learning. And that doesn't always happen. So I have to find ways to get in where I fit in when it comes to that. Okay. Is anybody else a visual learner like me as I pull up our next question? Do you know your learning style? And who's a visual learner like me? All right, while y'all answering that, let's go ahead and get into our next question. Wait for it. Let's do math for 400. This one's good. Math for 400. And real quick, said my biggest downfall. If I wasn't interested, I would skim and scan. Me. And let me tell you something that does not work in nursing school. Please pick me. Please believe me. Please believe me that it's not work in nursing school. Okay. That's literally how I skated through the rest of college. Not the rest, but like my undergrad. And I went to the University of Florida. Okay. It was not like Everest, no shade, but like I had like 20 credits. It was a lot. Okay. And that's how I got as far as I did as far as college undergrad. But when it came to nursing school, oh, that's a whole different type of beast. That did not work well for me. So I literally had to figure out a new way to do it, because back when I was in nursing school 8 years ago, I didn't have all the resources that you guys have today. Like I didn't have a me, and I wish I had a me, but I just became that instead, and I became it for you guys. All right. I'm a reader, writer, learner for sure. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Now, remember, even though majority of my content is geared towards visual learners, I also have a lot of content and a lot of advice and ways in which you can use your learning style to your advantage, no matter the type of content you're receiving. Okay. So let's go ahead and read this really quick and answer this one. This one's math for 400 points. All right. It says, how is the number -4 classified? How is the number -4 classified? Is it 1, real, rational, integer, whole, natural? Is it 2, real, rational, integer, and natural? Is it 3, real, rational, integer? Or is it 4, real, and irrational? How is the number -4 classified? Okay. Remember your number classifications. If it's, a real number, if it's a rational versus irrational, an integer, a whole number, natural number. If you don't know your number classifications and need a little quick little cheat sheet or a good study guide to help refresh your memory, check out our math study kit, also within the ATI TEAS 7 bundle. Okay, but you can either get that within the bundle or individually, but we definitely have that in our TEAS, our math TEAS study kit. Okay, so let me see what y'all are saying. 2 people say 3, one person says 1. 1 is all of them, real, rational, integer, whole, natural. 3 is real, rational, integer. Okay. Can y'all tell me why? Why you think it is what it is? Like, do you know what part of -4 makes it, real, rational, integer, whole, natural? Like, tell me why you got your answer. And there's more than 3 people on this live. I'm waiting for y'all answers. Y'all better answer it. Y'all better put y'all answers. I wonder if I can actually do a... Hold on. Okay, now. What about this one? I guess this one, child. Listen, I love the honesty. That's fine. If y'all really don't really know this one, it is okay. It is okay. We're going to go over it anyway. So even if you aren't sure, please don't feel embarrassed. Please do not feel embarrassed. Okay. I would have much rather y'all get it wrong with me, taking these questions with me, than on the actual TEAS or the actual HESI. You won't do that. Get it wrong with me all you want. It is Tuesday night. Y'all probably are about to have tacos and tequila. Like, it's all good in the neighborhood, okay? And Tasha said, look, I guess. All right, so let's go through it and see why the answer is what it is. And those that have played Tease Tuesday with me, especially when it was on that other app, we're just now bringing it over here. But y'all know I tell y'all all the time whether or not I got a question wrong, right, if it got me good. I will let y'all know and be transparent, because no one knows everything. No one knows everything. And I do these for a living. Like, I've been doing this for 2 years of my life every Tuesday. So if even me doing that, if I still get questions wrong, please do not feel any type of bad, because I never do. I'm just like, oh, that's something I didn't know, but guess what? Now I know it. All right. Sometimes getting questions wrong in practice questions are really a blessing. All right. It's bittersweet, but it's really working towards your benefit. All right. So let's look and see what this answer is. The answer is, what is 3? Ooh, snaps to all y'all that said 3. This is one of the questions I got wrong. Yeah. So I'm glad y'all knew what it was, because she didn't. I totally guessed it when I did it. I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember. Pick something. But the answer for this one is 3. Okay. Now, for everyone that guessed, that's, like I said, that's fine. You just got to know that when it's time to look at what the answer is and why the answer is what it is, you got to really take note of what it says so that next time you see something like this, you're not like, oh damn, I should have paid attention when I saw it last time. We're not gonna do that. All right, we're gonna go through everything today, now. All right, so even if it's not with me on Teas Jeopardy, whenever you're doing your solo studying or studying in a group, make sure you take note. Put a little star, okay? Take note of what you got wrong and why you got it wrong and why it's right, okay? So remember, the number that we have is -4. It says the number -4 is classified as a real number. Remember to always ask yourself why, okay? Because they will. All right, why is it classified as a real number? Because it exists. Oh, thanks. And it's not imaginary. It's a real number. I didn't make that up. It's a real number. So real, rap, raw, you can check that off the list. -4 is a real number. Awesome job. Next one, it says rational. It is a rational number because it does not have a fractional component. Wait, no, sorry, I just skipped ahead. It's a rational number because it does not have a decimal that never ends. All right, so if y'all didn't know what, rational versus irrational was, what made a number qualify to be rational, now you do. All right, it's rational because it does not have a decimal that never ends. All right, next one, it's an integer. Why is it an integer? Because it does not have a fractional component. All right, it's like, yeah, I'll just say that. It does not have a fractional component. Okay, so those are the three categories in which it actually, or classifications, I should say, actually applies. Now, as far as the other classifications that this number did not qualify for, all right, the next one would be a whole number. Okay, you would think like, oh, 4 is a whole number. 4 is not the one with a fractional component. That's not what makes it whole. All right, it says the next classification would be whole numbers, for which -4 does not qualify because it's negative. Not that it's like a whole versus a fraction, but whole number does not, they're positive numbers. Okay, I think in 0, but negative numbers are not whole numbers. All right, don't let that get you confused, because it definitely got me confused. I was like, it is a whole number. It's not part of a number. It's 4. 4 of a 1. I don't know. But that's not what it is. It's a negative. If it was just regular 4, that'd be different. But it's -4. Okay? So make sure you note that. So first person to say, what is 3? Hold on. Wait for it. Autumn the best. Hey, Autumn. Girl, you on the scoreboard with 400 points. Autumn the best. All right, 400 points. Great job. Who else got it? Claire Mine. Amazing Mom. Deborah. Ooh, a Royal Court. Awesome job. All right, now let's go to our next one. Let's go to our next one. And what do I want it to be? Wait for it. Actually, let's go with this one first. Yeah, let's go with that one first. This one's reading. I'm sitting here answering questions like I'm still in nursing school. Sometimes it's just really fun to just have just a fun review. Like, sometimes it's fun to really see like, oh, how much do I remember? How much do I know? It's literally like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Have y'all ever seen that show back in the day? Yeah, I would lose all the time. Do we still have to say what is to get the points? Yes, you do. Make sure you say what is. Still say what is. All right, guys, this is reading for 200 points. Remember, pay attention to that reading in English language usage. This says, which of the following is not a possible order to complete steps within the writing process? 1, outlining, drafting, proofreading, editing, revising. 2, researching, drafting, editing, revising, proofreading. 3, brainstorming, proofreading, drafting, revising, and editing. Or 4, pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and proofreading. All right, which of the following is not a possible order to complete steps within the nursing process? All right, now I will say this, okay? Look at me not reading the whole question. Ooh wee. But I will say that as far as like reading goes, within the reading category, I see so many questions about writing process. Like I always see a question that's asking or testing on your comprehension of the actual steps within the writing process. Like which one goes first? Like which one do you have to complete first before going on to this one? Like just know the steps of the writing process. Know like what they're also called, and know which ones can't happen before other ones, if that makes sense. Like make sure you know the sequence, know the order. All right, so let me see. A lot of people saying 3. Literally, I think everyone's saying 3. All right, let's go ahead and see what that answer is. Reading for 200. Reading for 200. And the answer is, drum roll, please. Boop. Really? Okay. Boop. Boop. Okay, there we go. What is 3? Brainstorming, proofreading, drafting, revising, and editing. Look at all y'all getting that. Ooh. Stop. I'm getting emotional. Great job, guys. All right, it says it is not possible to complete the proofreading step before the drafting step. Okay, that's why it's number 3. It says proofreading helps writers correct spelling and grammar issues on the word level. This cannot occur if there is no draft or proofread. You know, remember I said, make sure you know what cannot come before another step. That's just like logically speaking. You can't proofread without a draft to proofread, you know? Choices 1, 2, and 4 correctly list a pre-writing step before drafting. Great. And they they follow drafting with some combination of revising, editing, and proofreading, which can occur in any order in the recursive writing process. Please read that last line. Okay? The combination of revising, editing, and proofreading can occur in any order in the recursive writing process. All right? But pretty much like brainstorming is pretty much like the first one. You gotta think about what you're gonna write about, right? So the first person to get what is 3 is Porsche. All right. Okay, so this is Porsche. You have 300, not 300, you have 700 points. You got another 200. So you now have 900 points. Look at y'all. Ooh. Now, once again, if you have not gotten onto the scoreboard, that just means that you want the very first person to say it, okay? If you are still getting these answers correct, doesn't matter if you first, second, 9th, 24th, if you are still getting these answers correct, you are going in the correct direction. You're going in the right direction, all right? It means you're comprehending, you're able to recall what you've learned before, because the thing about TEAS and HESI and those pre-entrance exams that are comprehensive, you're not really learning new things. Okay, it's stuff that you've already learned in grade school. Now that's probably hidden and pushed to the back of your emotional closet and your mental closet. But you're when you get it correct, it means that you're able to at least find a path to be able to recall that specific fact in that specific time. Okay, it's somewhere in your long-term memory and not just short-term. So you're definitely on the right track. Practice makes progress. That is definitely my number one advice as far as like preparing for TEAS, HESI, NCLEX, any test, to be honest. Practice, practice, practice. It really makes progress, for real. Okay? All right, let's look. Oh, all right, we have one more. Okay, stop. There we go. All right, we have one more, guys. Did we do science again? I don't remember. Let's get down to business. A to defeat. What movie is that from? The Huns. 100 points to whoever can tell me where that song is from. That's petty. Let's do... Which one do I want to do? Let's do this one. Well, I definitely want to do science. So hold on. I want to try to find a good one. Wait for it. Okay, let's do that one. All right. Okay, what is Mulan? Okay, good. Awesome job. Listen, this is Porsche. You got it first. You just got 100 points. Now you got 1,000. All right, guys. Last question of our evening, and then we will depart for this week. All right, science for 400. When heat is removed from water during condensation, did we just have condensation? Which of the following are formed? A, atoms. B, covalent bonds. C, intermolecular bonds. Or D, ionic bonds. Or you can say 1, 2, 3, or 4. When heat is removed from water during condensation, which of the following are formed? Atoms, covalent bonds, intermolecular bonds, or ionic bonds? James Bond. I'm just kidding. Bail bonds. Man, I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm done. All right, let me see what y'all saying. What are y'all saying? I'm getting like a little bit of everything. I think a lot of people are saying B though, which is covalent bonds. Or 2. What are y'all saying? This is first changed your answer. She said no. What is 1? All right, let's look and see what our... Someone else said 1. All right, let's look and see what our answer is. Science for 400. Drum roll, please. What is 3? Intermolecular bonds. Intermolecular bonds. Absolutely. It's okay. I got this one wrong too. No. Yep. What is 3? I know this is what you changed your answer. I know. Test taking strategy tip. Do not change your answer unless you for sure go back and like, oh, I misread it, or I missed a key part. Then change your answer. But more often than not, when you go back on your gut and change your answer, you get it wrong. Not saying it's 100% of the time, but majority of the time. To the point where they literally say, look, just trust your gut. Trust your gut. All right. It says, once again, what is 3 intermolecular bonds? says a physical change occurs when water condenses. All right, y'all remember what condensation is, okay? The only thing formed during condensation is new intermolecular bonds. Therefore, no new covalent bonds form. All right, so B, which is covalent bonds, that's out. It says the only time new atoms form is during a nuclear reaction, not a physical like change. Okay, so atoms, which is 1, is out. Then it says the water molecule is not ionizing, so no new ionic bonds form. All right, intermolecular bonds. All right, remember condensation is going from what's condensation going from? What's condensation? That's something to liquid. Hold on, condensation. I'm thinking about like condensation on the outside of this. So is it like gas to a liquid? Condensation on the out, is that like, yes, I think it's gas to liquid. I think condensation. All right, this is a real life look into, if I don't know something, I will use Google. She's free, she's 24/7, and she's 365. Okay, I'm going to consult with my dog Google. Okay, all right. Gas, liquid, great. I just want to check, just want to double check. Okay, so yes, it is condensation going from a gas to liquid. So you have water molecules. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. I was gonna say thing that everyone's put 2 and change it. See, Mama Bear. And another thing, the good thing about like coming to these TEAS Jeopardy and these group study groups, you see everyone's answer, you hear everyone's answer. So you really have to be like stand strong and stand true in your own conviction that your answer is correct. Like you can't look around and be like, dang, a lot of people are doing this, so let me do this. On the actual TEAS and on your actual exams, it won't be like that. So even if that's like probably your weaker area or your weakest area, like if you see a bunch of people choosing B and you don't own that choose D, you start to feel like, oh, shit, am I wrong? The majority is against me. So it's not like that on the on any exam when it comes to really anything. Just the group study sessions in our lives. Like I said, we learn from each other, and we also we have fun together. It's really become a family. All right, everyone's going for the same goal, and we're learning pretty much the same things. We're just doing it together in a fun and effective study group, not a study group that wastes your time while you're in Starbucks scrolling through Facebook. We actually get stuff done. All right. So Porsche said I was trash at chemistry anyways. When you get to the NCLEX, once you hit next question, you can't go back. So get used to not changing. That is very true. That is very true. We talked about gas liquid. Awesome job. You even knew the song, right? All right, guys, that was our last. How do I swipe left? Okay, wait. That was our last question. Okay, winner is going to be. Can y'all guess? This is Porsche. It's Porsche or Portia. Still don't know which one. With 1,000 points. 1,000. I'm not say that. So congratulations, you hit the 1,000-point club as far as TEAS Tuesday our TEAS Jeopardy. So congratulations. Nursing school ain't ready for you, boo. Period. That's the energy I love. That's the energy I love. All right. So take that win. Congratulations. I'm not sure if you have the ATI TEAS bundle, but that is your prize for tonight. All right, you have the highest amount of points, so you are going to win a free digital copy of our ATI TEAS bundle. It's 147 pages that includes everything you need to know about the entrance exam, the ATI TEAS 7, as well as the content, the commonly tested content that you definitely need to know. Okay, I don't even know how many people use that, love it, pass their ATI TEAS and or HESI using that that bundle. Okay. Ooh. I just want to check. Over 1,500. Over 1,500 people have used and loved that bundle. Okay. So if you don't have that bundle, congratulations. You just won it. So just, how do I get your stuff? I don't know if you have Instagram, and I don't know if you can DM me. I gotta see. But I need your full name and your email address so I can send you your digital study kit. Okay, you can use that digitally, or you can print it off independently. We do have a print manufacturer that we work with and partner with for like the best prices, and that's if you want to print it. You don't have to have it printed. I have both, just because I want it both. But I majority use my digital stuff. But I do have the printed because it just looks pretty. But I just want to include that option for anyone that prefers to have like their study kits, their study guides printed out with them instead of digitally. All right. So send me once again your full name. Let me just make sure I have your name spelled correctly, just in case I have to like get you back. This pressure. Okay. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. So yes, full name and email address. Erica said it's very pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead. Congratulations to everyone that played. Whether you got it right, got it wrong, ended up on the scoreboard, doesn't matter. The fact that you came and spent an hour of your time to invest in yourself and your education, even though not monetarily invest, because this is free. You still took that time when you could be doing anything. You could be, binge watching Jeffrey Dahmer, or I don't know, catching up on the Love and Hip Hop reunion. I don't know. You could be doing a bunch of other things. But the fact that you spent that hour uninterrupted to focus on you, your future, and your studies and your grades for this exam, snaps to you, hats off to you, okay? We celebrate the big wins, the small wins, all of it. All right. So once again, if you want to play the full 20 questions, make sure you go and you download the app. I'm about to show you which you guys can download. All right. So the app is right there. All right. That's what it looks like. My logo. It's called the Nurse Sam. All right. So you can search the Nurse Sam in your app stores, or you can go to the link in my bio and hit where it says download the app. Once again, free to download, free to play. All right, where you want to go is when you open it up, right down here, we see that picture. It's going to say Teas Tuesday Mobile. That's your Teas Tuesday Jeopardy Mobile. You're going to tap there to play. All right, and just how we saw the blue screen and the categories and the questions, it's going to look exactly like that, but just on the app. Okay, once again, only on the app. It's exclusive to the app. Free to download, free to play. We change out our questions weekly. So next week, we'll have a whole new set of 20 questions. Now, the questions that you may see right now are from last week. But since we're just now getting finished with with this week's questions, I can go ahead and update it. So give me about an hour to update that. If, like I said, you guys want to, in addition to your practice questions, if you want to have a study guide that is catered to visual learners, kinesthetic learners, make sure you check out, like I said, my ATI TEAS bundle. All right, hold on. That was updated once again to reflect the changes to the TEAS update, which was TEAS version 7. That was back in June. So it's updated to reflect those changes and include chemistry and biology, our newest study kits. All right. So this is what I mean when I say I like to make my study guides, my resources entertaining so that you retain more. Science literally says if you're entertained when you're learning something new, you're going to retain it faster and you're going to retain it longer. All right, so that's the basis and the foundation behind Nurse Sam Global Media, everything Nurse Sam. All right, this is my pre-nursing study kit, for your prereqs. You have anatomy, biology, chemistry, reading and English, that little fair one. And the math one is, instead of a mad tease party, a math tease party. I know, I'm cheesy. It's what I do, okay? If you guys want to practice the same like Jeopardy style game, make sure you tune in on Thursdays for our NCLEX Jeopardy. Same style, same format, same gist. Just instead of math, science, reading, English, we have actual nursing school and NCLEX topics and NCLEX style questions that we go through and practice. Okay? So thank y'all so much for joining me, and I will see y'all next Tuesday for another Tease Tuesday Jeopardy. Okay, if you want to see more replays, check me out on YouTube, which is thenursamtv.com. And I will see y'all next time. All right, thank y'all so much and have a great day. I don't know how to end it. Okay, wait. No, that's not how to end it. I really don't know how to do this. Wait. Ooh. Wait for it. Y'all not gonna tell me? Y'all not gonna tell? Wait, is that it? Haha.